Hello students, today I am going to do grade 9 year-end evaluation, Department of Education, Eastern Province paper. So you get 2.5 hours for that. So you get part A, 20 short questions and each question worth 2 marks. So spaces are given, so you can answer all the questions in the space provided. So in the first page, you get question number 1 to 7 and the next page 8 to 14. And third page 15 to 20 and then you get part 2. So part 2, first question is compulsory to do and then you can select any 5 questions out of 7 questions there. So each question worth 10 marks. So you get part 2 question number 1, 2, 3 in one page. Question number 4, 5 next page. And then you get question number 6, 7. Last page you get question number 8. So make sure that you do the question paper first and then look at my video. So let's do this question paper. Question number 1 in part A. Write 23,000 in scientific notation. So what's scientific notation? You need to put any number in between 1 and 9.999. You can write any number of decimals. So basically less than 10. So that's called scientific notation. Now this is 23,000. So what's the number in between 1 and 9.99? So that's 2.3. Then what you do? You move the decimal place 4 places to get 23,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means this becomes 10 to the power 4. So when you move the decimal place to the right, that's positive. If you move the decimal place to the left, you get a negative power. So this is the answer. So 2.3 into 10 to the power 4. This is in scientific notation. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2, simplify. 1 and 1/5 of 5 over 9. Of means multiplication. 1 over 1 over 5 of. You can write multiply by 5 over 9. Now you can convert this to improper fractions. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 over 5 into 5 over 9. Then 5 get cancelled out. 3 times 2, 3 times 3. So 2/3 is the answer. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 3. Find the angle of elevation of the highest point of B of a pole when looking at point C. So from here, what's the angle of elevation? This angle from the horizontal part. So this is the required angle. Sum of angles in a triangle is 180. This is 90 and this is 40. So what is the angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is equal to 90 minus 40 because these two add up to 90 and this 90, 180. 90 minus 40, you get 50 degrees. So that's 50. 2 marks for that. Question number 4. According to the information given, find the value of x. So this angle, that's the exterior angle. What's the sum of interior angles? That's equal to x. 70 plus 40. 70 plus 40, you get 110. So that's the x value. 2 marks for that. You are getting 2 marks for each question in part A. 5 meters of cloth is 550 rupees. Find the price of such 8-meter cloth. So 5 meters is 550 rupees. So 1 meter you need to divide by 5. That's 110 rupees. Then what about 8 meters? 110 into 8. You get 880 rupees. 2 marks. Question number 6. Algebraic fraction, subtraction, same denominator. That means you can just subtract the numerators. 5 minus 2 over x, that's 3 over x. 2 marks. Find the exterior angle x in the given figure. Now, when you are finding exterior angles, you have to extend the line in order, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So, if you take this is the exterior angle, you extended this one, this is the other exterior. When you extend this way, this is the other one. And when you extend this way, so this is the other exterior angle. For any polygon, the sum of exterior angles add up to 360. So, you can write x plus 60 plus 90 plus 90. That's 360. That's 360. So, what is x? 360 minus. What's the total? 18 and 24. So, 240. So, you get 120 as x. We can give 2 marks for that. Question number 8. Length of a wire is 90 centimeters. Below semicircular figure is created by bending the wire with arc length 60. So, this is 60. So, what's this part? That's the diameter. So, diameter becomes 90 minus 60. That's 30. You are asked to find the radius of the figure. Half of diameter is radius. So, radius is half of that. 15 centimeters. You get 2 marks. Question number 9. Write down the elements in set A intersection B. A intersection B means common for both A and B. So, this region, I can shade this region is A intersection B. So, what are the elements? 0, 1, 2. That's A intersection B. So, you get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. Write x squared minus 25 as a product of factors. Can you remember difference between two square terms? When it is a squared minus b squared, you can write down factors are a plus b and a minus b. So, you can use that. So, what's 25? That's 5 squared. So, that means one factor is x plus 5. The other factor is x minus 5. 2 marks you are getting. Question number 11. Find the value of x according to the given figure. So, 2 lines are parallel. If this is x, this is also x. Opposite angles are equal. Then if this is x, what do you know about the allied angles? If the two lines are parallel, allied angles add up to 180. So x becomes 180 minus 100. 80 degrees. 2 marks for that. Question number 12. A 4% discount is given to an electric item that was marked 1200 rupees. What is the discount value? So 4% of that value. So 4%, that means 400 into 1200. You need to only calculate the discount value. So what's the value? 2 zeros get cancelled out. 4 times 12. 48 rupees. So 2 marks for that. Question number 13. Following table shows rainfall measured in nearest millimeter for 30 days. So that means when you add everything, that's 30. Using the table, find the median rainfall. Median means the mid value. How you find out the median? You divide by 2. That means you get 15th and 16th. Why this is 15th and 16th? Because when you get even number of data points, you get 2 middle terms. So 30 is even number. So the middle 2 terms are 15th and 16th. How you find out 15th and 16th? So you can find out the cumulative frequency. Adding frequencies together. So starting with 4. 4 plus 8, 12. 12 plus 13, you get 25. Now where is 15th and 16th? After 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th up to 25th, that's 30. So you get the median as 30, that's 15th one, 30, that's 16th one as well. Divide by 2. 60 divided by 2, you get 30. So 30 is the median value. So this is in millimeters. So make sure that you write 30 millimeters for that. So 2 marks for that. Question number 14. ABC is a right angle triangle. Areas of squares 1 and 2 are 169 and 144. This is 169, this is 144. Respectively. Find the area of the square, third one. What do you know about Pythagoras theorem? The area, so the square term means area of this longer side is equal to these two areas. So 169 is equal to 144 plus, we'll put A for that, area of the third one. So what's the area? 169 minus 144. 25 square centimeters. So that's 2 marks. Question number 15. Area of the ABCD parallelogram is 56 square centimeters. AB is 8 and you are asked to find out x. So what's the area of a parallelogram? Base into height, perpendicular height. So 8 into x is 56. So what's x? 56 divided by 8. 7 centimeters is the perpendicular height. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 16. Expand and simplify. X plus 2, x plus 1. X into x, x into 1, 2 into x, 2 into 1. Using FOIL method, first with first. X into x, x squared. Outside numbers, x into 1, 1x. Inside numbers, 2 into x, 2x. And last two numbers, 2 times 1, 2. Simplify like terms. X squared plus 2x and 1x becomes 3x plus 2. So you get 2 marks. Question number 17. Solve 3 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 15. What's the easiest way? Without expanding brackets, you can divide both sides by 3. 2x plus 1 is equal to 15 divided by 3. That's 5. Now take 1 to the other side. 2x becomes 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 2x is 4. Divide both sides by 2. X becomes 4 divided by 2. That's 2. So x equals 2. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 18. Simplify. 2a whole things to the power 3. A to the power 4. 2a, 2a, 2a. So 2 to the power 3, that's 8. A to the power 3 into a to the power 4. Now how many a's are there? 8 is there. A3 and A4, when you multiply same base with different powers, you add the powers. 3 plus 4, you get 7. 2 marks. Question number 19. ABCD is a parallelogram. Name the locus of a point equidistant to A and B. Equidistant to AB, that's the perpendicular bisector. So can you see? This is the line. So what's the perpendicular bisector of AB? You can write SR. Name the locus of a point equidistant to AB line. This whole line. So that means you can take any parallel line to that. So you can take this one or this one. So what are the two lines you can write? You can write PQ and or CD. Two lines are there. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark and 1 mark for this part. Question number 20. Name 2 equally likely events. So what are equally likely events? So the probability of getting something is the same. When you toss a fair coin, what happens? Probability of getting either head or tail, both are the same. So you can write tossing a fair coin. What else? Throwing a fair die. Or you can take 4-sided figure, tetrahedron. So when you take tetrahedron, a regular tetrahedron, that means 4 sides are there. So that means that's also equally likely events. So you can write tossing a fair coin, throwing a fair die, or you can write regular tetrahedron, with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, because 4 sides are there. So any 2 you can write. You get 2 marks for that. So that's the last question in part A. So now we'll do part B questions. So part B, first question, percentages, fractions. So we'll see how we can find out those. Simplify. 3/3 divide by 2.5 plus 3/4. So what's the first step? According to Bodmer's, you have to simplify the brackets part. And all the mixed numbers you can convert to improper fractions. 4 times 3, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. This one, you can add the whole numbers and proper fractions separately. 2 plus 3, 5. Half and quarter. Convert to the same denominator. You can convert to 4. 4 and 4 is the lowest common multiple. So 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So you get 3/4. Then you can write 15/4 divide by 5 and 3/4. Now again convert to improper fraction. You get 4 times 5, 20, 23. 23/4. But when you want to do the division, what you do? You multiply by the reciprocal. Multiply by reciprocal of that. 4/23. 4 get cancelled out and you get 15/23. That's the answer. Next part. Dhammika's monthly salary is 24,000 rupees. If 1/6 of that is spent for transportation, what is the amount remaining? So you can either do 1/6 of 24,000 and subtract that value from 24,000. Or you can think 1/6 is spent for transportation. So what is the remaining part? 5/6. So 1 minus 1/6. That's 5/6. So 5/6 parts from 24,000. 6 times 4, 24. That's 4,000 times 5. You get 20,000 rupees. So he spent 20,000 rupees for transportation and the remaining amount is 20,000 rupees. So we'll give marks for these two. You are getting 3 marks for this and 2 marks for this part. Part 3. Cost of set of furniture is 28,000 rupees. If 10% profit is obtained by selling it to a vendor, what is the buying price of that set by the vendor? So you have to add 10% to that. So 28,000 multiplied by, what's the coefficient you have to take? If it's 100, you have to pay 110. So 110/100. 10% more than 28,000. So here 2 zeros get cancelled out. 2 zeros are there. 11 times 8, 88. 11 times 2, 22 plus 8, 30. So 30,800 rupees. The vendor sells the furniture set to a consumer, keeping 12% profit. What is the amount increased to the production cost and the amount that consumer had to pay? So what's the price that consumer buys? So this is 12% profit again from 30,800, again 12% keeping. So what's the total amount? 112/100. You can either find 12% of that and add it to the previous amount, or just straight away you can find 112 over 100. 2 zeros. 308 multiplied by 112. 110 2. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 3, 6. 34,496. Now they are asking what is the amount increased to the production cost and the amount that consumer had to pay. The consumer had to pay 34,496. What's the cost of furniture? 28,000. So the extra amount increased. $34,496 minus 28,000 rupees. 6946. So 6,496 rupees. So you can give 3 marks here and 2 marks. Question number 2. This is about straight line. So you have to draw the straight line. Find the value of y when x equals 1. So you have to first fill in the blank. So let's do this question. In complete table to draw the function y equals 2x plus 3 is given below. Find the value of y when x equals 1 and draw the function using a suitable scale. So we'll first find out the y value when x equals 1. Substitute 1 there. 2 times 1 plus 3. You get 5. First multiplication. So 5. This is 5. Now we can draw the straight line. So minus 3 to 3. And here y-axis minus 3 is there to plus 9. So this is y-axis and this is the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. X and y. Now we can mark the points. Minus 3, minus 3. Minus 2, minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1. 0, 3. 1, 5. 2, 7. And 3, 9. Now you can connect all the points with a ruler. So we'll start from here. So you get a straight line like this. So that's y equals 2x plus 3. Then it says write down the equation of the straight line passes through the origin. What's origin? That's 0, 0 point and parallel to the previous function. So what is parallel means? You are getting same gradient. So what's the gradient here? Y equals 2x plus 3. Gradient is 2. So you are getting same gradient but the y-intercept is 0. So plus 0. You don't need to write down that. So what's the equation? Y equals 2x. So that's the parallel line to this one passes through the origin. So how many marks for that? You are getting 1 mark for finding this value and 3 marks for the graph. How you get 3 marks? Here You have to put X here. So 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points and connecting all the points, that's 1 mark. So 3 and 1, 4. Then part 2, you get 2 marks for finding the equation. Part 3, show that the above y equals 2x plus 3 function passes through the point 4, 11. So how you do that? 2x plus 3. Okay, so when x equals 4, this is one method. Substitute x equals 4 and find out the y value. 2 times 4 plus 3. 8 plus 3, 11. So that means it satisfied the point 4, 11. Or what's the other method? You can substitute both values and show the equation. You get the same answer for both sides. Y equals 11. X equals 2 times 4 plus 3. So 2 times 4 plus 3, that's 11. 11 equals 11. Both satisfy the equation. You can either use this method or this method and say it satisfies. So you can say 4 and 11 point on y equals 2x plus 3. Part 4, show that gradient of the straight line. This is half 4y equals 2x plus 3. Divide the whole equation by 4. You have to divide all terms. So what happens? Y equals 2 over 4 means half x plus 3 over 4. So what is the gradient? mx plus c. So gradient is half. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 3. So here probability, statistics as well as probabilities there. There are identical 3 red and 2 blue marbles in a container. Write down sample space of all possible outcomes of taking 1 marble from the container. Find the probability of getting a red marble. So what are the possibilities? 3 red. So you can write sample space is 3 red, R1, R2, R3. Then 2 blue marbles, B1, B2. These are the possibilities. Now you are asked to find probability of getting red marble. What's the probability of getting red marble? How many red marbles are there? 3. Out of total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 over 5. If 4 more black colored identical marbles put into the same container, what is the probability of getting a blue color marble? Now what is the sample space? You get R1, R2, R3. Blue 1, blue 2. Now 4 black ones you are putting. BL1, BL2, BL3, BL4. So what's the probability of getting a blue one now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2 blue ones out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 there. So 2 over 9. So how many marks? 2 marks for that and 2 marks for this one as well. Part 3. Following table shows circumference of 40 trees to the nearest centimeters. Fill in the blanks. So circumference of a tree. So when circumference is high, that means It's expensive. So fill in the blanks. F is there, this is x. So just multiply. Fx means multiplication. 100 times 7, 700. 105 times 10, 1050. 115 times 6, 9. 6 times 1, 6. 690. 120 times 2, you get 240. What's the total? Total is not 40, so we have to find out the total. So what's the total? So we'll find out 0, 5, 5, 10, 19, 23. So I'll write 0, 23. 2 remaining. 9, 9 and 6, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. And 2 remaining, that's 3, 4. 4,330. Again, check the value. 0, 5, 5, 10, 19, 23. 2 remaining. 4, 10, 16, 16 plus 4, 20, 23. 2 remaining. 3, 4. 4,330. Find the mean length of circumference of a tree and find out how many trees are above that value. So how you find out the mean? Total Fx over total F. Total Fx 4,330 divide by 40. So 0 get cancelled out. 433 divided by 4. 4 times 1, 4. For 3, nothing. 33, 4 times 5, 4 times 6. So 30, 32. So 4 times 8, 32. And for 10, 4 times 2, 8. And for 20, that's 5. So this is mean circumference value. This is in centimeters. So that's the value. And now find out how many trees are above that value. 108 is somewhere here. 108.25 above that. So that means we have to add these 3. 15 plus 6 plus 2. 23 trees are there above the mean circumference. So how many marks? You are getting 2 marks for filling the blanks here and then calculating mean value. You are getting 2 marks and then finding this value 2 marks. So altogether 4 and 2 here. Question number 4. So you have to round and then fill in the blanks. So indices are there. Round 3.467 to the nearest second decimal place. 3.467. So second decimal place. So you have to think about the third one. If it's more than 5, you have to add 1 to the previous one. So what's the value? 3.47. Write down the following numbers in ascending order. What's 2.1 into 10 to the power 3? Move the decimal place 3 places. 1, 2, 3. That's 2,100. 3.1 into 10 to the power 3. That's 3,100. 3,100. What's 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 3? You have to move the decimal place to the left now. 1, 2, 3. 0.0021. 1, 2, 3. So what's the smallest one? That's this. Then you get this, and this is the third one. So we'll write down in order. 2.1 10 to the power minus 3 first. Then 2.1 10 to the power 3. Then 3.1 10 to the power 3. So you get 1 mark for rounding and 3 marks for writing these in ascending order. Part 3. Fill in the blanks. Multiplication. You get 11. What you do? Same base, different powers multiplication. You add the powers. 8 becomes 11. So what you do? 8 plus 3. So this becomes 3. 15 divide by. Now division, you subtract the powers. The final answer is 11. So 15 minus 4, you get 11. So that's x to the power 4. Domin said the value of 3 squared whole thing squared is equal to 2 to the power 3 whole thing squared. Is this statement true or false? Give reasons. So we'll do 3 squared squared. That means 3 squared twice. 3 squared is 9. 3 times 3. 9 times 9, 81. Let's take the other one. 2 to the power 3 twice. That means 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 3. So what is 2 to the power 3? 2 times 2 times 2, 8. 8 into 8, 64. So these are not equal. 81 is not equal to 64. That means statement is false. So you are getting how many marks? 2 marks for 2 marks for this first part, third part, and 2 marks for fourth part. Part 5. Find the value of 3 to the power minus 2 and 2 to the power minus 2. How you write negative powers? We can write as a positive powers by taking the reciprocal. So I can write 1 over 3 squared. 1 over 2 squared. Then what is 1 over 3 squared? That's 1 over 9, and this is 1 over 4. So fraction addition. 9 and 4, 36 is the common denominator. Then 4 times 1, 4 plus 9, 13 over 36 is the value. So you get 2 marks for that. So each part B questions you get 10 marks. Question number 5, algebra question. So you have to simplify algebraic expressions, solve simultaneous equations. Solve this linear equation 3/8 over 2 plus 1 equals 7. So you have to first take 1 to the other side. That becomes 7 minus 1, that's 6. Now how you find out A? You can multiply both sides by 2. I want to get rid of this denominator. 3A becomes 6 times 2, 12. Now I want to divide both sides by 3. You get A equals 12 divided by 3. That's 4. So 2 marks for that. Part 2, simultaneous equations. What you do? You have to first check whether the coefficients are equal in one of the variables. And then if the signs are different, you add the 2 equations. If the signs are the same, you subtract. So if you take y, so both are different signs. So you can add the two equations to get rid of y. X and x becomes 2x. Y get cancelled out. 8 plus 6, 14. Now divide by 2. X becomes 14 divided by 2, that's 7. And how we find out y? You can take any one of the equations and substitute. I'll take the first one. X, that's 7 plus y equals 8. So what's y? 8 minus 7. That's 1. So x equals 7 and y equals 1. You can check it whether it's correct. You just put it in the second equation and see. 7 minus 1, you get 6. So that's correct. So you get 2 marks for that. Part 3, using the value of x and y from above part 2, the value of y to the power x is 7. Is this true or false? Give reasons. X is 7, y equals 1. Y to the power x becomes, y is 1. 1 to the power 7. 1, any number of times you get 1. But it says 7. So 1 is not the same as 7. So the statement is false. So false. Now algebraic fractions simplify. Same denominator. So addition, you can just add the numerators. So same denominator, just add the numerators. So like terms, you can add 5x and 3x, you get 8x. Minus 2 and plus 4, 4 minus 2, that's plus 2. Divide by 10. Can you simplify further? Yes, we can. So we can take the common term 2 out from the whole thing. When you take 2 out, you get 4x plus 1. Then you can simplify this 2 with this 10. 2 and 5. So that's 1 and 5. So what's the final answer? 4x plus 1 divide by 5. What about this one? Algebraic fractions, subtraction now. Same denominator. So you can take just the subtraction of the numerators. 2x minus x. So 2x minus x is x over 5y minus 2. So let's give marks. 2 marks for the previous one. Here this is also 2 marks. And this one also 2 marks. Question number 6. 2 diagrams are there. So you have to find out angles. ABC and ADC are 2 right angle triangles. AC is 13, BC is 12, and find the length of AD. So that means you have to first find AB and then apply the Pythagoras theorem again. So twice you have to apply. So let's take ABC triangle. AB squared is equal to, the hypotenuse is 13, 13 squared minus 12 squared. So you can use either difference between 2 square terms or you can just find the value. So I'll take difference between 2 square terms, 13 minus 12 and 13 plus 12. I get 1 times 25, that means 25. So AB squared is 25. Here you don't need to take the square root because we are applying the Pythagoras again. So what is AD squared now? AD squared is AB squared minus 4 squared. What is AB squared? That's 25 minus 4 squared is 16. So what is 25 minus 16? You get 9. So what's the square root of 9? You get 3. So AD is 3 centimeters. So how many marks for that question? You get 4 marks. 2 marks for this part and 2 marks. So you are applying Pythagoras theorem twice. Part 2. Interior angle of a regular polygon is 120. Find the number of sides of a polygon. So this is a regular polygon. So what's the exterior angle? So first you have to find out the exterior angle. What's exterior angle? 180 minus the interior angle. That's 60 degrees. If you know the exterior angle, you can easily find out the number of sides, because when you take the exterior angle here, interior, exterior, the sum of exterior angles for any polygon is 360. So 360 divided by 60 is number of sides. (360 over 60). So this is a 6-sided polygon. What's that? Hexagon. Part 3. Using angle sum around the point O. Angle sum around the point O. Find the sum of interior angles of a pentagon. So 5-sided. How many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each triangle is 180 degrees. So we'll write sum of angles of 5 triangles. 5 into 180. 900. That means all these angles 500 degrees. But we don't want the middle ones. So we can subtract, but we know angles around a point is 360. So what is the sum of angles of a pentagon? We can subtract this 360 from 900. (540 degrees). So you are getting 2 marks here and 2 marks for this one. Part 4. Exterior angles of a quadrilateral are 90, 80, 120 and 80. One of the students mentioned, is this statement true or false? Give reasons. We'll add and see. 90, 80, 120, 80. For any polygon, this should be 360. Let's see the total. 0, 8 and 2, 10, 18, 27. 2 remaining, and this is 370. So that's wrong. So 370 is not equal to 360. So statement is false. Because the sum should be add up to 360. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 7. This is about constructing a diagram and then find out angles here. So let's do that question. Draw AB 6 cm line segment and construct perpendicular bisector of AB and name the intersection point of ABC. So first you can draw a line segment And then you take the compass and the length is 6. So you can mark 6 length first here, and then you get here. So 6 centimeter line segment. That's A, B. Now you have to construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. So take the compass and take any distance, but take more than half of the length AB, and you can draw an arc above and below. Do the same thing for point B. Keep it on point B and draw the other 2 arcs. Now you can connect the 2 points. That's the perpendicular bisector. So mark C as the intersecting point. Then construct the locus of a point equidistant to CB. Equidistant to CB and the perpendicular bisector drawn in part 1. Construct the locus of a point equidistant to CB. CB is here, and the perpendicular bisector drawn in part 1. So what's the locus for 2 points? 2 lengths, angle bisector you have to draw. So what you do? You take the compass, take any distance, and you can mark the 2 points, and you can take the same distance and keep on this point and find out the intersecting point. Now we have the angle bisector. So that means equidistant to CB and the perpendicular bisector. So this angle is same as this angle. So you get 2 marks for that, drawing the angle bisector, and 2 marks for this AB segment, line segment, and perpendicular bisector. Part B, find the values of x and y. Look at the diagram. So easily you can find out the x value. This is a straight line. So what's the x value? X is equal to 180 minus 155. So what's the value? 5, 10, 1 remaining, and 2, 25 degrees. How we find out y value? So this is y. Look at carefully. This is the exterior angle, and these are the 2 interior angles. So interior angles add up to the exterior angle. So we found this is 25. So what is y? Y value is 70 plus 25. That's 95 degrees. Let's do the next one. In ABC triangle, AD is the angle bisector of BAC. BAC angle bisector. So that means this angle and this angle both are same. You can write A. Then what about the next one? BAD angle. BAD angle is equal to ABC. This angle. This is also A. Then show that ACE is 3A. ACE. This angle is the exterior angle. So how can you find out that? The sum of interior angles add up to the exterior angle. So straight away you can write E. That becomes 3A. So how can you write that? ACE angle is equal to BAC angle plus ABD angle. So So we can write BAC angle is 2A. A and A becomes 2A. This is A. 2A and A becomes 3A degrees. So that's ACE angle. So you get 3 marks for this, finding 3A, and you get 3 marks for this. So I'll give 2 marks for this one and 1 mark here. So altogether 3 marks. Question number 8. So you get 4 parts. For that you have to draw scale diagrams as well. Area of ABCD trapezium is 154 square centimeters. Find the value of H. So how you find out the area of a trapezium? Half length of 2 parallel lines into perpendicular height. That's equal to 154. So that means, what's H? H becomes 154 multiplied by 2 divided by the addition. Addition is 10 and 12, 22. So 2 times 1, 2 times 11. 11 times 14 is 154. So the height is 14 centimeters. And the next one, find the radius of a circle with the same area as the trapezium in part 1. Same area. So 154 is same as the area of the circle. Pi r squared is the area of the circle. Pi, that's 22 over 7 r squared. So what's r squared? 154 multiplied by 7 over 22. You can use this value without simplifying as well. So we found out 22 times 7 is this 154. So 7 squared is r squared. So what's the value of r? R becomes 7 centimeters. So you are getting 2 marks each. 2 marks here and 2 marks for this one. Part 3. A sailor at the foot of the lighthouse A travels 50 kilometers bearing of 75 degrees to B. Then 75 kilometers bearing of 120 degrees to seaport. Draw a sketch to show this information. So a sailor at foot of the lighthouse. So we'll just sketch it. So I'll draw the diagram. Here this is the ground. Foot of the lighthouse. So we'll take the lighthouse. We'll take the lighthouse here. Now it says A travels 50 kilometers bearing of 75 degrees. So from north, 75. So from north, 75 degrees for 50 kilometers. So you can say this is north, this is 75. And how many kilometers? 50 kilometers. And then come to the point B. So this is A, this is B. Now from here, again bearing of 120. So we'll draw the north line there. To this point, 120. So that means somewhere here. How many kilometers? 75. So it's more than that. So we'll take, this is 75 kilometers and this angle is 120. Bearing from north to seaport. Draw the sketch to show this information. So here I can erase this line. You don't need to draw this line. So I'll erase this line because only you need to show the path. So that's the information given. So here you can get 3 marks for that. And write this is north. Take 1 centimeter for 25 kilometer scale and draw a scale diagram. 1 centimeter for 25. So what about 50 kilometers means? You have to take 2 centimeters. 75 kilometers means divide by 25. That means 3 centimeters you have to take. So scale diagram. So you can use the protractor and the ruler. So we'll first take ruler and we can draw a straight line. First, I need north direction. To that, I can measure 75 degrees. So we'll take, this is the point A. So this is north, 75 from here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. From north, 75. So we can mark the point. Now here, this is the point and this is the distance. Now how many centimeters? 50 means 2 centimeters only. So we'll take the ruler so we'll measure 2 centimeters from here. Only up to here. Then you have to draw north line to that. So this is north. So again north line to that. So that means parallel to this one. So we'll keep the ruler. So this is north direction and we can draw the north line to this one. So first we'll keep the ruler and then we drag it so that this is the north line. So we can mark north line first to this point. Now what you have to do, so this is north, it's north, this is north, this is 75 degrees and this is 2 centimeters. Now we have to mark 120 degrees to this point. Here to here, 120 from north. 90, 100, 100. So here 90, 100, 110, 120 here. Now we can draw the line from here to here. Now what's the length? 3 centimeter length. We can measure from here, just 3 centimeters. 2, 3. So this is the point. So we can erase the other marks. So I'll erase this length. So this is the C point. So this is C point and this is A and this is B. And we can mark 120 degrees from here to here. 120 degrees and this is 3 centimeter length. So that's the diagram using scale diagram taking 1 centimeter represent 25 kilometers. So how many marks? 3 marks here, 3 marks for this step. So this is the last question in part B. So we completed the whole paper. So you get 20 short questions and 8 long questions, but you have to select only 6 out of that. So complete it first and then you can watch my video to check your answers.